There we go. All right, so we're going to be drawing this head, and we'll be drawing that head with a colored pencil that we just chose out of our Crayola box. So here we go. So the first thing is the height and the width. This is a circle. So we have our ratio already. That's what we know, the height and the width. There's our circle. Sketching it in. There it is, until I get it, till I like it. Let's see, nice light sketch. From here, I can see this angle. There's actually, I can see this angle here, and then I can see two angles from the tip of the nose back and the tip of the nose to the chin. And then these angles, right? This whole thing, this whole head. So it's this part of the head. I can actually just try to mass it in and then see those angles on there. There's that angle. So the tip of the nose and then coming down to the tip of the chin. I'm not worried about the details. I'm just trying to mass the whole thing in, trying to see the big shapes, not worrying about all the detail. I'm just seeing how it's all going to fit. These are marker points. The nose, especially the nose, is like a marker point. The chin is a marker point. This angle here of the jaw. I'm just trying to see how it all kind of fits, and maybe even bring the head up a little bit more. You see, I'm adding to the head. I might have to add to that head and bring it back and get that feel, that flow, that ear here. It's going to be right about there. There's this angle there. Then the eyes. I'm not even going to be accurate. I'm actually going to use an oval. They're going to be right about there. The lips. I'm going to use another oval. They're going to be right about there. I'm just getting the placement of where things are going to go, how it all fits. Every drawing is a puzzle. It's just trying to figure out that puzzle. And then the more you do puzzles, the better you get doing these puzzles, right? Seeing how it all fits. And there's this angle here, ratios, angles, proportions, and practice, wrap. Seeing all the shapes and the form. And that's how you move up in levels. Start off with shapes, and then you understand form. All right, I think that's pretty good. That's just kind of pretty easily blocked out. I'm gonna go ahead and take that now. Let's see how I get closer to because I'm drawing from a distance. See if I can get closer where I'm looking down on my paper so I can get a little more accurate. All right, so I'm gonna look here and I can see, I can go press my pencil darker now. See, I'm going a lot darker, and I feel pretty confident with that line right there. And then here, this brow. This angle, I see that angle, and I see the space. I see that space, that forehead coming back up and over and down, and this flow of that top of the forehead there, and how it fits. I'm kind of looking back and forth here, just checking it. And then this slight angle, and I can check it here. This angle here actually moves forward a little bit. See that angle slightly forward. I have it here almost straight up and down, but I'm looking at it it's really slightly forward or back. That angle, it goes this way. I'm exaggerating that way, just slightly. Ratios, angles, proportions. Put that there, that there. If you don't feel confident, you can do it lightly. And then like, oh, this was really light. I can do this all light. I can keep going light, and then I can go back dark. I get this, what's this, quadrilateral trapezoid kind of shape right there. That's going to go there. This will come out here to the lip, this angle. There's three parts, that nose, that angle there, to that tip. There. I can see that shape. All this is going to be in darkness. I'm going light. If you're not certain, you can go light and then go darker afterwards. See, I'm not really erasing. And I think these watercolor pencils are probably easier to erase. Oh, Regina, guess what I bought? I haven't used them yet.
What did you get?
Yes, can you guess?
The water mixable oils.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. Cleanser Newtons. Water mix. I haven't used them yet.
Love them.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I just got basic. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I start off I'm like, what should I start off with? I was gonna just start off something simple. I just got the basics, the primaries and white, 2 whites and a black.
What
Yeah.
are those?
Water mixable oils, oil colors. So I've never used them in my life and I still haven't used them, but I now have them in my possession.
It sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite, and actually I have the most experience. I have experience with all kinds of materials, but no, not that. My favorite material is definitely acrylic paints, acrylic paint. But yeah, water mixable oils. I've done oil painting, but no. Yeah, interesting thing about Bob Ross. Yeah, he passed away when he was 52, which is amazing. Wow. And I think it was, I don't know, it's partly, I don't know, maybe it could have been the petroleum-based paints that he used and how he would whack away at it. So, would he beat the devil out of his brush, as he would say. Okay, so there's the nose. You can see that triangle right in there. This other angle here, delineating those lips, actually. It's interesting. Trying to get that angle down. Kind of was off a little bit there, bringing it over. This comes out. This comes down. The bottom lip. There's the bottom lip. Get it to fit in there. And then the chin come out right in there. There. So. And then this angle, I think this angle does come down. The jawline. And this triangle here. This ear, I'm gonna bring this ear down. Yeah, yeah. Maybe this is too, oh, something's wrong here already. That's all right. This should be a little bit higher. Something's, oh yeah, I can see this, something's wrong. This should come out more. This should come out, I think it should come out more. Wait a minute. Gotta look up and down at it. Yeah, this nose should come out a little bit more, I think. Slightly. But now I'm just being nitpicky. It's okay. I can fix that. I can make that adjustment. Sometimes you can make those little micro adjustments. You'll see some drawings too like that. They have like little adjustments. Oh, some of he's famous for it, being a perfectionist. Da Vinci. Da Vinci has some drawings where you can see him making these adjustments. Yeah, you don't always hit it right on the first hit. I'm going to shade the bottom, that top lip, because it's in shadow. Under the nose is in shadow. Under the eye is in shadow. This plane here, it gets a little bit of shade. It's probably a little bit darker. This is where values kind of help delineate the shapes and practice drawing and practice shading. See the bottom lip. And that's all right. Something about it is bugging me. Sometimes looking in a mirror too, looking at your drawing in a mirror, or even with a fresh eye, you come back to your drawings and see, oh, wow, this is where, this is where I did wrong. This is where, and then you just, take it with a grain of salt and okay, next time I need to work on that. Next time I need to work on that. And that's how you'll progress. Don't over say, oh, don't beat yourself up. People sometimes they beat themselves up. Don't, just look at it and say, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is my wall. And then celebrate when you pass that wall. And you're like, oh, there's my wall. All right, cool. There's my wall again. Okay, I'll pass this wall. I'll get to the next level. And that's how you progress. You're like, okay, you find those walls that you have struggle with and overcome them. And it's like, oh, okay, you overcome it. I don't know. Something I think I'm gonna have to bring this head back here a little bit more as I probably, yeah, that's better. That feels better. Yeah, there we go. That feels better. See, I was off this much. The back of the head. Mr. Chavez, bring your drawing up. There we go. Yeah, this right here. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better. And it's still, I think, let me see, there's something that's bugging me. If I were to put it in front of a mirror, that would probably help. Put both drawings in front of a mirror, or wait till the next day. You have a fresh eye, get that fresh eye view. Lanes of his head. Yeah, that mass of that back of that head. A little bit of a fold there, a little bit of that. Shade with this pencil. If I wanted to, I can go in with a water brush and soften it all up some more. This is sternocleidomastoideus. I think it opens up more. They have it kind of, it's more of a triangle. Then it goes to the sternum, and then the clavicle. And this depends. This is a clavicle is kind of like a bow shape. I would probably, well, I'm just making this stuff up now from memory. That's why it's important to study the proportions, study the bones, study if you want to get, a little more accurate, and draw it from memory and draw. That just comes with practice. That just comes with XP, experience. Just practice observing, looking at things and seeing how it all fits. And then people have broken down faces and their proportions. So even here, it should be thirds. It should be thirds. The rule of thirds really can't see it too much. The rule of thirds would be the bottom of the nose to the brow. That would be one. And then the chin. So I don't know if there's more chin. And then the top of the, it should be in thirds there, but it doesn't really look like it's thirds. I would probably have to bring the brow down some more. Bring down that. That looks good. All right. It's 7:40, 7:39. We're going to take on that drawing. See how we do. This one's going to be tough. All right, let's see. It's a 3/4 view. Really nicely drawn. I'd like to go to his website and see. It's a file picker. No, but that's not the website. It's actual website. That's probably where the file is from, but I lost it. It's on one of my pages here. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's from, oh, I have to go back. There it is. Loomis method, front views. Let's see. I'm gonna actually go to the website. Oh, it's still Stack Skills. Oh, there we go. Ooh, this is a really nice. Oh, it has videos too. Wow, this is another nice website. Oh, yeah. Okay, with a lot of explanations. So I think, did I put this? If not, I'm gonna put it in chat right now. Did I put this in chat? I think I did. Yeah, I did. File picker. There it is. But this is another website. This is the course one. This is where it comes from. I'm going to put that in the chat as well. And then we'll get drawing on this one here. Try this 3/4 view, how I would do it. You can see how he would break it down. Yeah, stackskills.com, course portrait painting. Wow, that looks like a really good website. Yeah, there we go. Stack Skills. Yeah, previous lecture. Oh, wow. And it really breaks it down by, oh, this is a lot of work. Yeah. I see these websites and I'm like, oh my gosh, puts mine to shame. I'm like, oh my God. Well, we're out here. We're out here doing it. Yeah, portrait drawing fundamentals made simple, sale expired. Yeah, enroll for 99. Oh, wow. Okay. What's inside? There's the drawing. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll have to explore this on another day. Oh yeah, you can see how they're breaking this down. So you can see the sphere, you can see a front view, 3/4 view, side view. And these are markers. Yeah, these are the thirds. You can see the thirds, the bottom of the nose. Okay, so it's broken down into thirds and planes. Here's the bottom of the nose, the top of these are the planes, broken down into thirds. I don't know if he explains it here, but, and here's the face looking up. So those proportions change. Head's looking down, head's looking up. And then we don't even talk about expressions, putting expressions on these. I mean, we had more expressions on our cartoons than here, broken down into planes. Oh, look at that. There you go. That kind of looks like Thanos though. And look at that eye. Wow, nice. Yeah, all this is shading. All this is really advanced stuff. So beginners don't get oh, I'm the only one looking at this. I thought I was sharing my screen. Oh man, it's been a long day. Woo, I've been in meetings and stuff. All right, so yeah, this is what I was showing. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. This his website. Oh, gosh, it has been a long day. I had well, actually one of my meetings isn't until next week. But yeah, this is the fundamentals course. This is the second link that I added there. All right, so we'll be drawing this. Why don't we just go ahead and just jump into it? I was just giving people a break. And then there's the it looks like Thanos. You can see the details on this. And this is definitely way more advanced. And there's the one we're going to be doing right now. So here we go. Let's do this. Oh, well, I just did that. Let me stop sharing. Here, get ready. Fresh new sheet of paper. Show you how I break this down. This is a 3/4 view. I do see the mass of the head, which is here's our circle. Very similar to the one we just started. Yeah, so if you go to his webpage, he'll break it down differently. It's good to see other people's methods. It's good to see how other people do drawing, not just one person. You know, and you want to here we go. See how other people do stuff, how other people break it down. Sometimes people do it, people draw and they don't break it down. They don't analyze what they do. They just draw. Sometimes it's just good to see that. So there's my mass, here's my head, and then there's definitely triangular jaw. I'm really getting this angle. That angle is really sweet. This angle right here, that angle, and then this angle here. These two angles are really going to help set everything on this drawing here. So we've got this angle here, that angle there, and my head. I might have to shift it around a little bit, but I'll block it all in. I've got this angle here and this angle here. And won't even worry about the chin. I know it curves in there, but this is what's important. Once you see angles, angles don't change. I can make this drawing really big or really small, but once you get the angles, the angles don't change. Angles don't change. I can draw this really small and my angles will still be the same. It'll still be the same angles. So that's why angles are important. Now here, okay, so I've got these two angles, that angle there, this angle here. Now this is where I'm starting to, because I can have these two angles and make it as big or as small. But here, once you start adding this jawline right here, that's going to dictate the proportions for everything. So this little curve right here is that jawline. That's going to dictate how big this whole thing is, the proportions, just this little line right here. So I know the ear is going to be here. I'm just going to sketch it in with just the size. Let's get it to fit in there. And then go around in here. The eyebrows are going to be up there. The nose is going to be right about there. The lips are going to be somewhere in there. Really lightly, just putting it in. The nose is going to be right in there. I have that line up there, so it might be a little bit higher. I'm trying to get in on my drawing. Maybe I'll move my camera out. I don't know. I'm a little uncomfortable here. Let's see how this is going. All right, so we got that line, this line, this line here, this shadow right in here. I'm seeing this space here, this space comes down here, kind of flows. It flows in here. And it's going a little bit thin and it gets a little bit thick and then it goes back to thin. And then the lips will be there. The chin is rounded in here. And then right in there, right here off of this, where it starts curving is where that neck starts. This back of the neck back here. And the shadow shape, I'm not even worried about it. It's going to be in there somewhere. So I'm not worried about all the detail. I'm just worried. I'm trying to see the big shape and how it fits in there. The nose, how it fits in there. This, how it fits in there. The eye's going to be right in here. There's going to be one eye, another eye right about here, and the brow. I already have my thirds. The nose probably dropped down a little bit more. Drop the nose down a little bit. I'm just trying to see how it all fits. There we go. A good thing to see is this triangle here, this triangle, that triangle with the nose and the eyes, the eyebrow, this mass forehead right in there. Then the hair, it's going to come off of that, something like that. And I'm just blocking in. I haven't really even gone dark yet. I'm just seeing how it all fits and going lightly and seeing where everything kind of goes and until I'm happy with it. And then I'll go dark, but I'm still kind of light. I like my angles. I like how everything's kind of fitting where the eyes are kind of placed. It's important to get those eyes placed right. And then go with it. I think I'm going to start from the left and then work my way to the right. So I think I kind of like this here. So this jaw here, looks good. See how it relates. The nose will have to go lower. I'm going to actually hear the lips start delineating. I'm just looking at spacing, actually, really looking at the spacing, how it all fits in space here. How it spaces. If you leave us, thank you for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week. We'll try to keep the drawing simple and go to complex like this. If you find drawings, find something, hey, draw this. We're drawing a drawing from a drawing, which is kind of broken down, which makes it easier. But we can draw things from pictures, photographs. It doesn't have to be faces. It can be anything else. So let's see. There is a cheekbone here. A little bit of a cheekbone. This is going to be a little bit tricky in here. And here, this is definitely getting that right. There's that cheekbone, goes in and out. And this is almost straight up. I'm actually a little bit more, add a little bit more. I'm adding a little bit to my drawing. See, we already started off with our ball of clay, and now we're just refining it. Refining that outline of that profile. It's not a profile, it's the outline of this side of the face. Yeah, there's a slight curve in here. Don't even worry about it too much, especially if the beginners. This side of the lip is a little bit higher than this side. There's a slight angle. Looking at angles, this eye also is slightly higher. There is a little bit of an angle, very slight. You can actually have to really observe to see it. There is a slight angle this way. I'm going to exaggerate, but like that. It's really slight. The person who drew this really knows, sees that and sees that lining up right in there. I can even put down all these axis lines, all these guidelines like that to get that angle. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put in this bridge, nose bridge, that space in there, right in there. See that nose space? That nose comes out here. And there. That nose rounds out. Yeah, this is definitely a little more advanced. Getting that shape. That nostril now. This is another shape there. Bring that up. Here I can already see my eye is too close. I'm trying to see this big shape of the eye. I'm going to have to probably bring up. And I'm looking back and forth. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up a little bit more. But I can make those adjustments. Yeah, I'm going to bring the eye up a little bit more. Bring the eye up. This eye up. I'm actually already drawing it. Yeah, and it does take practice drawing eyes, all the parts, and this is definitely not a beginner drawing. We'd have to maybe even draw eyes. Hey, let's do some eyes. We can do that next week. Let's just draw eyes. Actually, find some pictures of eyes and see how they're broken up. You have the pupil, you have the highlight. I feel pretty solid of where it's at. I feel confident, and that confidence comes with practice. Yeah, because I'm like, once I like, okay, that's too low. Okay, that's better right there. And then it just comes with that practice. And yeah, confidence comes with practice and experience. And it's like, boom, there it is. That eye, a little bit of shading in there, slightly. And then I see how it relates to everything else. And then just, there's my shading. A little bit of shade there, eyebrow. If you're taking this on, great, fantastic, because you're taking on a challenge. You're not you're not eating the baby food that we just served earlier. And it's okay if you don't get it. It's okay if it comes out all, don't, you're taking on a challenge. The other stuff, you got to practice the other stuff. But if you go, push yourself with this and go through the hard stuff, it's, what was the quote? Anything worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. So yeah, if you really want to do it, you got to do it badly for a while. It's like, okay. And then you get it. See, I'm making these like really micro adjustments. I just added to the nose a little bit on that side. I'm looking back and forth and just making these adjustments. There we go. A nostril, a little bit of a nostril right there. The shadow, it's got really nice lighting. Whoever artist did this, I can really tell, I can see their experience. It really shows. Now this eye is too low. I know, because I raised that one, and I'm like the way it all fits in here. I can see all this. I'm really happy with all the way this all fits in here. So now I just need to go over here, and then I know I'm gonna have to raise this eye just slightly more. There is that angle, but it still needs to go up higher. I'm looking at that placement, so I definitely see the bottom of this eye, kind of bring it over at that angle. And then seeing where it's going to lie and fit in there, and I'm just adjusting it. And I already have my triangle over here. I have this over here. This here kind of looks like a wing. There is a drawing where the eyebrows and they make it look like a bird. That does help visualizing it as something else. This eye is going to have to go a little bit higher. All right. It's going to go right in there. So once I know I'm happy where it's at, and I see how it's going to fit, I can actually even do the pupil in here really lightly. And I'm not going dark yet. I just want to be happy with it and feel confident that's where it's going to go. So watching my spacing, watching the triangle, saying, okay, looking back and forth, that looks good. Then execute. It's like ready, aim, and then fire. Really dark the top eyelash, dark. And then you've got the pupil, a little bit the highlight of the eye there. And yes, faces are the most challenging thing to draw, because if they're off slightly, yeah, it's like, who's that? And then people feel bad and terrible, and it doesn't look like that. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My motto is, you can always draw a bad flower and nobody knows what the original looks like.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, in the 3D animation, they started off with animals and other stuff. And even now, I know poor Tom Hanks, when they did that movie, or even the Scorpion King, that one with the rock, they always bring up as bad effects. It's hard to, you can tell, even Princess Leia. But they're getting better. Oh my gosh, I'll show Unreal right now. There's this the Unreal Engine. They are nailing it. I remember them struggling with water back in '99, back in the 90s, them trying to create water and create fur. I used to attend SIGGRAPH. They would have papers on how they do the fur for like Monsters Inc. and the different things that they struggled with. They'd always have DreamWorks there, or different and it's really interesting to see how they've progressed and how far they've come and where they're going. It's all really, wow. I love that stuff. And now I have students. Now I have the computer power this semester for once. We're really gonna jump into that with my students. We're using a program called Blender, which is free. It's amazing to get my students hooked on creating and expressing themselves. All right, here we go. So let's the eyebrow. I'm seeing all these shapes and how they all fit, just like a puzzle. I'm not explaining it too well, but there's a lot of triangle shapes, a lot of angles, thicknesses of the eyebrow, the thickness of the eyebrow, the angle of the eyebrow, getting that in there. And then I'm going to move my way down. I think the eyes look pretty good. This eye that's closer is a little bit bigger, and I think I nailed it. Let's see. And if you didn't, that's okay. It's about the practice. It's about the journey. It's not the destination, so they say. Life's a journey, not a destination. How high can you fly? The broken wings. I'm right here really quickly doing some cross hatching, and that's just practice shading, cross hatching. And that's what they have here. You can see the hatch marks, really tight hash marks. I mean, the drawing's amazing. Really tight hash marks, and that's just like going back and forth and just practice. Let's see, the nose coming along. I think it fits pretty good. I think the eye might be off a little bit, slightly. I think it should be in a little bit. I'm happy with where it's at. I can see it slightly off, but it's all good. Practice, practice, practice. I haven't practiced drawing my portraits either. What? There we go. There's that little shadows, little things. If you have the original, you'll see this. I don't know the quality of my camera. A little bridge of the nose, not the bridge. It's the under the lip. I think there's a name for it. Above the lip, this little dip under the nose. Shadow. There's a little bit of a coarse shadow and reflected light. There's all these little things in here that we'd have to probably talk about when you're shading. But that's all just the icing on the cake. When you're drawing, you don't really, when you're focusing, because I really believe you can only focus on one thing, or should only focus on one thing. And that's when you're learning to draw, is the structure, and then afterwards the shading and all that stuff. And my structure looks, I think this eye came out maybe too far. It's all good. Let's see how it comes out when we're done with it. Okay, so the top of the lip comes down. Oops, I just put an angle in. Bubble. Yeah, this eye's probably a little too big, too low. That's all good. Yeah, definitely practice, practice, practice. There's no crying in baseball. Bit of a shadow on that bottom lip from the top lip. All these little, really nice lighting the way they lit this up. Get that. So there's shadow here, that angle of that light. There's some sharp edges and soft edges. So seeing the soft edges and then sharp edges, and this coarse shadow right at this cheekbone right here. It goes dark and then it shades out in other areas. The chin. Yeah, seeing how other artists break their drawings down really helps when you do your drawing, it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to do that. Actually, to make the contrast, he actually shades this background to make it pop. So this whole background is shaded. And then it's got a really strong line right there. Side. Well, it's really light touching. This is pencil control. And then here, this back of the head, this almost have to capture that. Looks good. I think that's getting pretty close. There's something about this eye right here that I don't like. It's all good. Just have to pick and choose your battles. See, oh, next time I'll get that eye, or I have to figure out how to nail that eye a little better. Yeah, I think there's something off with it. It's not full of off, it's just slightly off. If it was full of off, it'd be off full. But it's not awful. It's just slightly off. Let's get this ear. I like where it's placed. It looks good. I'm getting the feel of it. Maybe bring it out a little bit more. I'd probably maybe bring it out slightly as I look back and forth. And ooh, and a little bit higher. See, here's, oh yeah, it needs to go higher because here's the eyebrow. That ear needs to be higher, a little bit out. See, this is good. See, now I can adjust it before I add it on there. Yeah, see, I would have made it too small. Look at that. It would have been off that much. Yeah. Saved it before I ruined it. And this comes out a little bit more now. Solidness of that neck, and then it curves out. All this is in shade. Really quick. All right, the parts of the ear. Here we go. Here's the inner ear. Right there. That. Probably simplifying a little bit. What time? Oh, it's already 8:04. We're going 5 minutes over. All right, we'll wrap this up in the next minute or two. And then call it a night, or I'll take questions, or I don't know if to see. Oh, we have a thanks. The dip under the nose. Oh, the philtrum. Google says it is the philtrum. Google. Oh, actually, I have a Google in my room now. I had it. I have one now. I have one in my office, or here, in my other room, and in the living room. I can ask Google now. Said, hey Google, how long did it take Leonardo to paint the Mona Lisa?
Here's some information from the web that might possibly help. 4 years.
4
On the
years.
website alexaanswers.amazon.com, they say, Da Vinci took 4 years to paint Mona Lisa, although it was unfinished, and he took another 3 years to complete, up to the year the painter died in 1519.
Wow.
To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home
There
or
you go.
Google Assistant app.
So here just added a lot more to the head. Right once I got to the ear, I can see that this here, and I'm probably going to even add more hair up at the top. All right, we'll simplify it. I don't know if we're going to talk about hair. Some people, if you have to go, you got to go. If not, you can hang out. I know Yelena, she's dark right now, but she's out in Vermont. And it's definitely
in Virginia.
Virginia.
Oh,
Virginia. And it started with a V.
Yeah.
Virginia. You're back east. Virginia.
Yeah.
And you're still.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of hurricanes this year.
Oh my gosh. And you're still drawn. You're a superhero.
Yeah, thank you.
Super sketchbook hero. Going through all, not just the challenges in drawing, but the challenges around you. All right, so the hair is a whole other beast. I don't know, you can see I masked it in, I masked the shapes in, and then you can kind of see how it's kind of, see the hair. Just trying to get the mask first, and then from there you can see that there's a lot of strands and stuff, which I don't know if you want to, we'll keep going. There's the inside part here. It's all dark inside this area. There. I'm gonna probably simplify a little bit just to speed it up. Yeah, 'cause it's definitely gonna take another 5 minutes or so.
Okay. Yeah, I got to go, unfortunately. This
Yeah, it is
I
late.
I can show my what's happened.
Sure.
And
All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. What you got?
yeah,
Let me
just I got it
There you go. What you
because I got to go to work. tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Very nice.
My eyes. eyes
Yeah.
open. Okay, need to go to the doctor.
Okay.
Hi, doctor. Thank
Bye,
you.
doctor.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night,
Good
Elena.
night, everyone.
Take
Good
care.
night,
Good
Alicia.
night.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night,
Bye, bye.
Bye. Mhm.
Jessica, would you like to share? Yeah, I see your hand up.
Oh, I was just saying it for her. Mine's like turning back.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, it's just the proportions, the placement. Yeah. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
probably practicing some more front views and side views. Front views,
No.
three-quarter view. Actually, there you go. That's a side view. Yeah, the side view looks good. That's the most challenging view. But you're doing the practicing and understanding the front view and then the side view and then the three-quarter view last.
The cartoons came out better because they were easier.
Yeah, well, definitely. That's cool. That's good. No, definitely, it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
It
All right,
was
okay.
cool. Thank you for teaching us that.
Thank you for sharing. All right. Okay, so anybody else wants to share? Raise your hand. We can share. I'll just finish this up, I guess. Thank you for the hardcore heroes after 8, and we always call them the hardcore heroes. Just hanging out. Hello, Liz.
Hi. Mine turned to Van Gogh.
There you go. Hey, actually, Picasso.
Picasso, yeah. There you go.
All
I
right.
don't know how to draw eyes at all.
Actually, then we'll do eyes next week. How about we do
Yeah,
eyes?
that's like a real challenge for me.
There you go. Yeah, it is. It's taking. So we'll do eyes next week. All right.
Okay.
Regina, what you got?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. I'm
Oh,
Marjorie. I'm a
Marjorie.
first timer.
All right. Welcome.
And I have no idea how to draw eyes or noses or mouths. So
Wow,
Yeah.
but that's good. That's really
That's
good.
really good.
Great.
it doesn't look at all like that guy, but
Well, it's all about progress, but you're
the
really good.
best I could do. And I also used a wrong pencil. I used a really dark sketch and watch pencil.
That's
So
good. It's all
couldn't
good.
really erase.
Yeah, well, I didn't erase it all. I didn't use an eraser at all.
Okay, good.
That's fine. That's
But
fine.
I mean,
It's just a
best I-
sketch. It's just a sketch.
best
Don't-
I could do. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go with Regina. It's Regina and then Judy. I'm going left to right. So here we go. There you go. What you got? That's
That's good.
Oh, that's
That is
good.
good.
Yeah.
That is
Great.
On the right
Hi.
because I noticed it's too high, so I made one low, but not before I did it too dark.
Looks good.
Super. How you doing?
I'm great. How are
Awesome.
you doing?
Good.
I can't wait till you use the water mixable oils. Tell me how
Yeah,
it
I know, me too. I think this weekend, Labor Day weekend, so hopefully I got a lot on my plate, but we'll see if I can squeeze it in there somewhere.
I mix that up with acrylics too if you want.
Okay, how about because they had like minerals. Was there like a mineral or something? I saw some other stuff that they had.
Whatever mediums you use for acrylic, you can use with water mixable oil.
All right. Oh, good to know. Thank you so much. Judy, did you share already? Oh, here we go. Let's do Judy. Thank you for sharing, Regina. We'll see you. Oh yeah, there.
Oh,
Wow, look at those eyes. They're really soft. They really
It almost looks like a girl though. I mean,
yeah, that's fine.
because he's got a Chinese, look, and their eyes are smaller. So
No, very nice.
thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
It was challenging.
Yes, it was. It is. It is. The faces are the toughest.
There was my other guys for tonight.
those are cool.
Those are characters, yeah. You see, those have a lot more expression, which is interesting.
Right.
We're gonna, all right, thank you for sharing. I'll go with Lise.
Hey, I didn't get the hair finished, so
Oh, wow, look at that.
Whoa.
it was
Right.
cool on the breakdown. I was like, I'm too slow.
All right,
Charcoal?
it's all
Oh, that's really
relative.
nice.
I'm too
No,
fast.
it's just
Oh, that's-
pencil. It's just
that's so
pencil.
cool.
Just pencil.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Great
Oh,
job.
that's cool.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Yo. Greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. Risu. All right. Let's see.
Hey, hi, how are you?
All right. How are you? What you got? Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Ah,
Reminds
great.
me of Michelangelo.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Anybody else? Is that it? If not, we'll go ahead and I guess I can continue with the hair in 8:12. Or if you have questions too, I'll field questions. Let me see. And some people are saying good night. Thanks. Yes, let's do eyes next week. Yeah, a challenge. Yeah, we'll do eyes. We'll break down eyes. And that's it. Once you learn how to do eyes and do the different parts, then you can put the parts together, the nose and the different parts. So great job, guys. That's from Kelly Roberts.
This is my first meetup.
Oh, it is. Oh, welcome.
Mine too.
Yeah, I've never done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
Oh,
Mine
welcome.
too.
Mine too. No.
Have you been doing these for years?
No,
Your life?
I started this back in, actually it's going to be a year. In December I started
Oh, wow.
Zoom thing just to, because I wanted to get rap to draw out there and I wanted to work on that book, but all these other things are happening. So yeah, I still want to put it together to help really people from starting from zero, because you know they say you know you can really start from zero. People start off with shapes, and when I hear people teach drawing, they confuse shapes from form. You can see them drawing form and they say shapes, but there is a difference there. So there's a progression, and yeah, so I'm trying to get those little spots that people are missing, and trying to get people to really just express themselves. Faces are the most challenging, I think the most challenging thing. Yeah, like I don't know who said it, you know, you can get a flower wrong, you can draw it wrong, and you can still flower, but
Yeah, as long as you don't see the original. Yeah.
right. But you know,
Yeah, no, I've always done painting and landscape, so I don't really do any kind of drawing like this.
Yeah.
Like this is a painting that I did
wow.
in my wall.
Oh,
Hold on. I can't spotlight you.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I lost you. There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
That's something that I do. I don't.
that's cool.
Very nice.
Thank you.
The flowing birds remind me of Matisse.
Oh yeah,
What
Yeah.
medium is that? Is that watercolor?
that's
No.
acrylic.
No.
Acrylic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah. Even Bob
yeah,
Ross.
sketching is a way different animal.
Yeah, it is. Even Bob Ross didn't draw portraits. He just did landscapes. That's all he did. And that's all he did.
Yeah.
Thank you for
So-
sharing. Awesome. And thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, this is
First
really
time?
cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
Great.
First time for me.
Great. All right.
Fun, yeah. A lot of fun.
All right. So yeah, I don't know. The hair, definitely hair.
Yeah,
is
all
the-
that's hard for me. But
It's just seeing the lights and the darks, even squinting your eyes, because there's so much detail. Squinting your eyes, you really want to just capture the mass. I can see like a whole shaded area in here, shaded area in here. There's like reflected light there somehow, and then this whole area of darkness right in there that I'll put in.
yeah, I think if I had it in front of me, it would be easier, but I'm looking on the screen,
Yeah,
so it's more difficult.
yeah, it is. I did put it in the link, but yeah, it definitely the quality of the camera. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it looks fine. It's just I can't see all the detail.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
print that out. Yeah,
So good.
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I can't wait to explore that website where I got it from. So we'll see. Yeah, that's it. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Today's program was brought to you by Crayola. Just kidding. Crayola colored pencils.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say goodnight.
All right. Good
Thank
night.
you very much. And I'll probably see you guys next week with
All right.
eyes.
Sounds good. Eyes, yes. Eyes have it. The eyes have it.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. Yeah, so I'm just massing the darkness in. It's all, and then just getting some of the. There are some lines that are very prominent, like this one right here. I can definitely see that line that's really prominent. Just trying to get it in there. I'm just getting the feel of it. I'm not really shooting for accuracy. I'm almost getting the expressionistic, the impressionistic. That's what I meant. Impressionism, getting the impression. I'm not worrying about accuracy, just getting the feel of it. Getting the impression. Yeah. It's dark in here.
Hey, Eladio, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I always seem to screw up the distance between the nose and the mouth. I have a tendency to make that area too long.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Do you just like blob out the lips and everything first to prevent that?
Yeah, I blobbed it out, and then seeing the thirds, seeing the big shapes, again, blocking things in. So when you're looking at a face, let's do a front view. It's the thirds. So you've got the top of the eyebrow to the bottom of the nose, and that same space is the same space to the bottom of the chin. Right, and then that same space is the same space to there plus the hair, the forehead plus a little bit more. So it's in those proportions there, and then where the nose is and the mouth, it's once you have the bottom of the nose and the bottom of the chin, it's seeing where that is. If it's halfway, it's halfway between those two spaces. Where the lips are. It's where that parting of the lips. Sometimes it's a little bit higher. Depends on the face, but that's pretty much the order you go in. Try to get the thirds, and then the placement of the lip, how high or low it is compared to that. And most of the time, you do see those thirds. It's learning to see those proportions.
With eyebrows, nose, chin, and then lips in between the nose and chin.
Yeah, because this is the thirds, seeing the thirds. And then here the eyes, once you have the eyes as well too, the center of the eyes. This is a front view. This is a front view. The eyes will go in here, right about there. And this is where those eyes are going to go. I'm seeing the space here. And then the center of that, the middle of that, that's between, I'm eyeballing the center. Right there. So that's spacing there, and then using that same space out to there. And that's where the eye is going to kind of more or less be. That eye, we'll talk about eyes next week. That eye is going to go there, and this eye is going to go here. I'm already just drawing it out without blocking it in real quick. And then see, that's the top of the eyebrow. Just trying to do it really quick. And then the nose. Then the eyes, the center of the eye comes down. That's how far the mouth usually comes out. Or you use that as a guide. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. So you use that and then just put the mouth in there. And the top of the lip, which is darker. And then the bottom lip, which is rounder. And then the jaw. Right. Eyelids and all the different parts. And it's just practice. And the ears too. The ears, that's also these guidelines. The bottom of the nose and the top, that same thing is where the ear kind of fits in that space as well. And then you have, if you have cheekbones or if you have jaw lines, all that stuff that kind of goes in there. The shape of the nose or the nostrils. Get that in there. That's on each face. Top lip is darker. You can kind of see it coming in. Yeah, and practicing this, and you practice it until you know it, and then you see it. Then you see it. You practice it until you know it, and then you see it. The thickness of the nose, the width of the nose is the same widthness of an eye. There should be an eye space between the eyes.
Can you draw that like little indentation between the nose and the lips?
Oh, yeah, right. The little, oh, what is it called? Yeah, somebody put it. Okay, Google, what's the indentation under the nose called?
Ashy.
Philtrum.
Philtrum.
According to Wikipedia, for humans and most primates, the philtrum survives only as a vestigial-medial depression between the nose and upper lip.
Got two going. The nose and the upper lip. Yeah, it's just like a little teardrop that goes in there like that.
I think I've
It
never
depends-
heard that word before, philtrum.
Yeah, I know it's not. It's like some. Oh, yeah, I really like it. Philtrum. Okay. Yeah, and then all these other little things, depending on the age, they start wrinkling in different places, and all the little details that make a person that person.
So when you're doing the third, you kind of cut a little bit of the top of the head and a little bit of the, a little bit of the top of the oval and a little bit of the bottom of the oval.
All right, let's get technical. Start off with the circle. The bottom of the circle is where the bottom of the nose is going to be. So then from there, you can, the center, that's actually usually your third right there. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. And then from there, you bring that down for this part here. And then the eyes go like right in the middle, right in there. The eyes, the eye line. So that's it. The circle, you have the circle, and you'll see. I actually hold on. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, the best thing to do is actually do it to pictures. I had a picture of who was it? I actually did it to the person, and it's actually seeing these and actually breaking these and actually drawing on the pictures and taking these measurements. You want to actually do that. Grab a ruler like this, like so, and seeing these angles and even breaking it down, on the picture itself, and then that'll actually even help you draw the picture. The top of the eyebrow, bottom of the nose, do it to the pictures, and then the bottom of the chin. You can see she actually has hers is a little bit less. She's got more space there. And then you've seen that. I can see just by eyeballing, I know this isn't that smaller. It's not a third. So up here, this is probably 1.5 inches. And then over here, it's inch, a little bit more than 1.25 inches down there. So it is a little bit smaller. Here, this area is a little bit bigger. So if I go with 1.25 inches, 1.5 1.25 is right about there, right there. So it's seeing those proportions. Then the center of the eye, here she's looking sideways. But then you see that here's that same as that. This is a 3/4 view. As
Can
well.
you draw that circle where the under the nose?
Oh, yeah, it would be, yeah. It would be something like that. There's another drawing, another picture I have around here. Let me see. I showed it one week, but yeah, it would be. This is the whole circle there. It goes right where the nose is usually. This is not a front view, too, so it would be something like that in there.
Oh, I see. That's really helpful to see it like that, because it helped me a lot when you did it on the magazines or I think some internet photos with the athletes where you were drawing the bones right on there.
Yeah.
So this helps me understand it too. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, bringing it down on actual photos and doing it yourself. The same thing with perspective, same thing with all that. You're studying, you want to study it. You're actually studying it. That's all this is a study. And here, this ear can be broken down into 2 angles. You see this angle here and this angle there. And don't worry about the curves. You want to see the curves will take care of themselves. But if you can see the angles, it'll help. Like this ear especially, you can see the angle going up that way and this angle going up that way. And then the top, there's a little bit of a circle there. But it can still be broken down into angles too. But but you can see that. That'll help because curves confuse. Curves will confuse all these curves here, but if you see the straightness of it, the curves kind of like just really take care of themselves. Just want to see the angular like this. Simplify the angles, and then that's easier to draw than the curves. You see how I just broke it down into straight lines. All this shape is easier to draw than with the curves, and it actually it gives it more solidity. All right, we made it to 8:30. This was informative, like the self-talk. Self-talk.
I know that sounds weird.
Oh, let's take a look. What you got, Lise?
Hair done.
All right, hair is done.
Sorta.
Super kits.
Got his feel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Good,
Have a
good.
great week.
All right, you too. Great. All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye. Thank you, Eladia.
All right, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
See you next week.